Well, y'all, guess what I got? Don't have to do no guessing. But check this out. I asked you guys in the last video to guess what that $half was. That's what it was. A D over a D. And honestly, I couldn't even see this until I got this microscope. I sat there when I bought this coin and I thought, yeah, there's definitely nothing special about it. And then I get down there. Look at how close I am to this coin right now. And we finally have the D printed over a D. Sloppy as ever. And I couldn't barely see it. I'm telling you guys, I could barely see this with my naked eye. And I got very good eyes. So, that's why this thing is going to come in handy, I think. It's pretty janky. It's from China. And honestly, you know, it's not the best. But it was $35. And that's what I mean is that it's for anybody who really wants to see, okay, is this really what I have? And for that value, I think it outplays itself, $35. Because for the coins that I'm going to find with this microscope, I mean, and the ability that it gives me to see the true mistake in a coin, I think that the value is there. I think it creates more value than it honestly just cost me. Because now I can go through all my Washington quarters and I could sit here and just have a good night looking at Washington quarters and find a really, really janky double die. And then I can go and make full rolls of double die quarters. And that's the best thing about having a microscope, I guess, is that other people don't have microscopes, and that if you have a microscope, you can see all the coins that have been passed to you that are just double die. So yeah, am I a happy consumer customer? Absolutely, with this cheap microscope purchase, because it just identified my D over D. Absolutely beautiful, you guys. And honestly, what I think is even cooler about them is that I could go along here and check out all these bands on these Mercury dimes too. All the perfectly brand new Mercury dimes I bought, I could just check and look at all the brand new bands. This one is an S. I'll probably find some things that honestly other people haven't found either, and that's gonna be great, honestly. I'm gonna make a lot of videos with this. Because for it being a nice little cheap microscope, it is going to basically reveal a lot to me as the owner of these coins. Let me know if you guys are considering getting one of these if you are a collector. I mean, it's definitely not a bad idea. It will definitely give you guys the ability to check your coins very cheaply. I really hope everybody has a great rest of their day. I know I'm going to. I'm going to sit here and just keep checking quarters, honestly. It's really fun looking at whenever the In God We Trust is really janky. You guys will see what I mean. Here, I'll actually include that right now. I'll find a quarter that's really, really bad, and we'll see if I can include that in the end of this video. This is where the doubling is starting. I just went to the 60s, and now all the doubling is starting. So we're just going to keep going until we find one that's really bad. Scratch that. These are actually the 80s, so I can only imagine what the 50s and the 60s are going to look like, but this is like the third coin that I checked. Look at the bubble lettering. Complete doubling. You can even see the rounding of the letter right there. Complete doubling. It's just completely doubled. I'd like to make full rolls of these coins, because I've seen them with my eyes, like, oh yeah, that's pretty janky, but I'm now able to actually confirm the doubling. So that really makes me feel better, you know, making full rolls of them to sell eventually, knowing, oh yeah, these are all doubled lettering. Check out that. Completely missing the I in N. Trust is completely worn away. Bubble lettering like crazy. Yeah, this is definitely going to allow me to find the errors on all the coins that are in circulation, at least that I have, and that I get. So yeah, I figured I would let you guys actually see how useful this will be to me in the future. So yeah, really hope everybody has a great rest of their day. I got my microscope. See you soon.